Just doing my week 24 check-in. All good. So deload week this week. Feeling pretty rested. Elbows feeling a lot better. I guess I'll monitor it. And do you think it's okay to keep the option of changing the second squat to SSB if my elbow feels a bit flared up? Because I'm finding like it definitely seems to be caused by low bar squats. So I'm thinking like if I keep my comp squat rigid, maybe move my rest days so I rest after that day, but then have the option of using the SSB if my elbow feels a bit flared up. I'm just kind of thinking like I don't want that secondary squat day to start affecting bench performance across all the days, if that makes sense. But then I also don't want to change my squat frequency too much because I feel like the squat's obviously in a really good place with what we have been doing. I guess my only kind of not worry or cause for concern or anything, but like the deadlifts this week felt harder than I would like them to, given the fact that I hit a fairly comfortable single at 285. But I'm not worried. Kind of always happens on deload. Is anything heavier than like 220 mark on deads is always going to feel like work, whereas everything else felt pretty easy. All in all, though, really happy that my elbow feels a lot better, and really looking forward to the next 3 weeks into comp. Starting with session 1, comp squat. So my doubles at 230. Pretty happy with how these felt. 4 sets of 2. They felt hard, but then kind of looking back at them, they were nice and comfortable. Definitely feel like each set I could have done 3, possibly 4 more reps. So that's good news. This was my 3 count bench day. I used elbow sleeves and some kind of heat stuff on my elbow. It felt pretty manageable. Didn't feel like 100%, but was happy to kind of get through these fairly comfortably. Into session 2, these were my deadlifts, singles at 240. Pretty happy with how these moved. Nothing too strenuous. And then my singles at a low RP, I can't remember exactly, but I chose 155. These felt good. Did them all with competition commands. Pretty smooth, pretty plain sailing. Feel like I've definitely sorted out my foot positioning, so my heels are always down, which is a nice change. The back offs, my elbows do feel a bit tender, and you can kind of see the descent, especially on the first rep, is a little bit hesitant. Session 3, the safety bar. Our safety bar is kind of crap, so it's not that comfortable on the shoulders, so you can't go as heavy as you could on a normal safety bar. This was actually made for us by somebody in the area, and it's just not very good quality, so it's definitely something we need to upgrade if we wanted to use it for actual training. These were the medium grip singles, did it 150. Felt pretty smooth, pretty easy. And then into today's session, singles at 250. These felt pretty hard, but then when I look at them, they don't look any different to any other deadlifts. So maybe it's just that kind of thing of not quite respecting how heavy the weight is. 160 for my top single, a little bit over a 6, but felt really good. Definitely lighter than I could open with. And then my back offs felt really good, and today was definitely the least elbow pain I've had for a couple of weeks.